What up, famski? This is New Bedford's friendly neighborhood resident Portuguese thick boy from Massachusetts, Eric Lima over here. You are watching yet another video episode from my secondary YouTube channel vlogging, which I present to all of you. My sentimental thoughts come from my heart and my soul, and my mental oddball shenanigans come from the mind and brain. This is EML77 TV, episode 999, one episode away from 1,000. I got some news. I think I talked about in the last episode. Because I don't have to worry about opening up a new channel, I'm going to change the name of this channel. Alright, I'm going to upgrade it. But right now, after the 1,000 episodes, you're going to see a pilot series that I'm going to call The Bridge Up. The Bridge Up from EML77 TV to WEML-TV Channel 77. And once the new year hits, the new show, WEML-TV Channel 77, will hit right here under the EML77 TV channel, but it will change its name to WEML TV channel 77, the YouTube station identification of yours truly, Eric Lima. What's going on, everybody? I'm really excited about it because this new Logitech Capture with the webcam has really kicked things up a notch. Personally, you can have two different sources on this bad boy. Can't wait to use it, utilize it. You're gonna like the new channel. You're gonna like everything that I'm bringing to the table. It's gonna be awesome. Some of the old stuff, but there will be a new segment. Von Baskin always comments on my wrestling recap videos that I'm gonna do here. He always comes up with some off-kilter storylines sometimes. And he goes, like I said, dude, we gotta stick with the storylines. But then he gave me an idea on a new segment from WEML TV channel 77. There's going to be a new segment called What If in Wrestling. What if this happened, that happened? How is it going to play out? How do, what goes through our minds? Get our creative juices flowing, So that will be a new segment coming next year on the third season of the TPL Eric Lima saga. So I'm totally excited about it. And the EML 77 TV episodes will be still up. Had I known about this, I would have stuck with my one channel and had all these crazy videos. I would have said Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3. That would have been really cool, had I known that. But anyways, yeah, because of the threats of my first channel getting shut down, which didn't happen, I should have known this. And I would have stuck with it. But whatever, it's going to be on this channel, this secondary YouTube channel. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Trust me on this one, it's going to be really cool. Alright. That being said, we got some the Raw ThunderDome recap, final Raw before Survivor Series from the 16th. Drew McIntyre arrives and cuts a promo. There was a title match last night for the WWE Championship. Two title matches, actually. The tag team, the Raw tag titles on the line. New Day defends against the Hurt Business. Drew McIntyre arrives, a promo about Survivor Series. Looking forward to it. But he claims that he will beat Orton for the title. Orton responds that he's the best wrestler in the world, and he'll do whatever it takes to keep the championship. Miz and Morrison arrive in a promo about change, the money in the bank, and then they start provoking McIntyre a little bit. Miz and Morrison back out a little bit. Then a 6-woman tag match. The entire Raw women's team and Asuka. Asuka, who calls Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose sexy muscle friends, to face the women's tag team champs Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Lana. Well, Lana did not want to listen. Sick and tired of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler bullying her. But as a result, Asuka, Dana Brooke, and Mandy Rose won the matchup. But then they said, "Oh, welcome to Team Raw." But then all of a sudden, psych, Lana went to the announce table 9 times. 9. Count them, 9. Poor girl. I wouldn't be surprised if she decides to quit after this. Quit the WWE and then goes on to AEW with her husband and starts yelling at the WWE that she's sick and tired of being bullied. So, we'll see what happens. As you know, the WWE did fire Zelina Vega because rumor has it that she opened up an OnlyFans account. And if you don't know what that is, usually it's for adult film stars with nudity and everything else. But whatever. But also some of the they're just using it for other pictures and such. because of Instagram and everything else and such. And so the WWE felt like that was the final straw. They released Zelina Vega. So Zelina Vega is gone on from SmackDown, and will Aleister Black follow suit? That's another question yet to find out. AJ Styles and Team Raw were talking about the matchup when Retribution faced them in an 8-man tag. So then Charlie Caruso interviews Dana Brooke about how Mandy Rose is doing, because Mandy Rose got hurt with that stomp on her arm by Shayna Baszler, and Mandy Rose's shoulder was taped up prior to the match, so something was going on there. So, but then the Reckoning, aka Mia Yim from Retribution, attacked Dana Brooke, and a little bit more on that situation. And I always write stuff down. The Firefly Funhouse with Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss, who don't appreciate The Miz insulting him, so Wyatt challenges The Miz to a match tonight, and then they got prepared for that. The Raw Tag Title on the line. New Day defends against the Hurt Business. That'll be a team of Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Hurt Business cut a promo saying that they'll dominate and face the Street Profits at Survivor Series, and when they win the belts and all that, New Day responds, "We're the best team. We're going to show you why." And ended up, they had a great matchup. New Day retained the titles, and they'll face the Street Profits at Survivor Series. But I don't think the Hurt Business will be done yet. I've got a feeling about that. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre were talking about the championship matchup, and then Sheamus brought a gift to Drew McIntyre, and all of a sudden, Sheamus handed him a big, humongous sword. A little motivation, inspiration. Sheamus is a good friend. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. AJ Styles and his associate, still doesn't know his name, arrived, and and while Retribution cut a promo about how bad Team Raw, they're still hell-bent on destroying the WWE. And I wouldn't be surprised if Survivor Series they make some kind of appearance. I would not be surprised at all. So they had the 8-man tag match. Team Raw with Braun Strowman, Keith Lee, Sheamus, and Riddle against Retribution. And because of Sheamus and Strowman arguing back and forth and Riddle and getting screwed and all that, Retribution won the match. So I would not be surprised if Retribution does one of two things: challenge a New Day for the tag titles, or do something in the Survivor Series that could put the shockwaves in the WWE. I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to get themselves, they interrupt the Undertaker somehow. And I would love to try. I love to see Retribution try and do that. As Survivor Series go, final farewell, Retribution says, we're not having you. That will be, good luck with that if they decide to even pull that off. And Sarah Schreiber decided to interview Nikki Cross about Alexa Bliss. She's still concerned. She's not giving up on Alexa Bliss. And then Sarah Schreiber went over to interview Jeff Hardy about Elias, and Jeff Hardy was getting upset about who ran. And then Jeff Hardy confronted Elias about it. He told Elias, "I did not run over you with the car. Somebody has. We'll find out." Still chirping on that, Elias. Let it go. But. And then the Miz tried to back out of a match against Bray Wyatt, but Alexa Bliss says no, and then Bray Wyatt came out, and it's Mr. Rogers' self, as I like to call it, came out and still beat the Miz. So either as the Fiend or Mr. Firefly Funhouse guy, Bray Wyatt is a formidable opponent. He may be the WWE champion. You never know for sure. Hey, if Miz was the title, there could be a new feud right there, Miz and Bray Wyatt. Nikki Cross, though, beforehand, tried to talk some sense into Alexa Bliss, but then Alexa Bliss attacks Nikki Cross, and Nikki Cross responded back. Now, Charlie Caruso interviewed Adam Pearce about the situation with Team Raw. Because of the injury suffered by Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose, those two are out. Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce are in, and then interview Asuka. Asuka's excited about facing Sasha Banks. That'll be a heck of a matchup as usual. Angel Garza has another "This Rose is for You" promo. We'll see what happens with Lethal Lothario. Jackson Baszler, we're talking about what happened tonight, and last night, I should say. Royce and Evans confront them, and then Lacey Evans is shooting off the mouth. Peyton Royce is trying to hold her back, trying to calm her down, and Jackson Baszler are not too impressed by it. I would not be surprised if Lana was taken out by at Survivor Series through a table again, and she can't go. Who's going to replace Lana? Could be Charlotte Flair. We haven't seen her in a while since she got hurt. It was her. I think it was her time to take over. Or could Rhea Ripley? It all depends on the tomorrow night's women's title match between Rhea Ripley and the lovely Io Shirai, the defending NXT Women's Champion. If Rhea Ripley loses to Io, if Io retains, I can see Rhea Ripley making her debut at Survivor Series. Now, the ironic, Undertaker goes out, Rhea Ripley comes in. Like Vaughn Baskin mentioned to me on Facebook that Rhea Ripley is the Undertaker's successor. That's something that would be very interesting. I will talk about that more on my new segment on WEML-TV Channel 77 when it comes on, called What If in Wrestling. A little storyline, a little fantasy booking, shall we say. And so the WWE Championship on the line, Randy Orton defended against Drew McIntyre. First was a straight up fight until Randy Orton decided to walk away with the championship and about to lose by a count out, but Adam Pearce says, it ain't going to end like this. Not this main event. No DQ, no count out. Drew McIntyre took full advantage of the rules. Match went back and forth. It would have went either way with those two men, but Drew McIntyre won in the end. He's the new WWE Champion for a second time, and he'll be facing Roman Reigns at Survivor Series. So, I got one more episode to go. I'm really excited about this, and after I do that final episode, probably covering NXT, what I'm going to do is say a little thank you and all that good stuff, and and then during the pilot episode, what I call the bridge up from EML77 TV to WEML-TV Channel 77, what I'm going to do is basically show you some new features from my YouTube webcam that would be really exciting. Can't wait for it. I personally cannot wait myself. I'm really excited about this. This is going to be totally cool. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you are too. And I can't wait. So we got one more episode to go. I'll see you on the milestone episode 1000 of EML77 TV. I'm excited. So should you be. I can't wait. All right. I'll see you guys later. Peace, love, recycle, all that good stuff. And merge into Bruticus. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, guys.